Alright, I just wanted to stream because, well, I'm bored. I just had to do something. Perhaps I should rename this live promoting Jeremy the Movie Part 3 if I feel like it. Though, not really gonna get a big audience. Hey, Punny? 3. Once it's done. Boy, Riku, do I have a surprise for you. As you can see, I found 3 things promoting JTM, which I drew, and I just decided to show them. There's Jeremy hugging Chad, promoting Jeremy the Movie, and the Midnight Sky, and the Monarchs. Yeah, the butterfly. You see that normally. The butterfly symbolizes Jeremy the Movie, and he's got a thing for butterflies. Not a problem. Oh my goodness, Jeremy. Well, at least you joined a stream. YouTuber. I don't know if you know who this YouTuber is. I'm subscribed to him and I watch his videos and I give him positive feedback. His name is Turkey Tom. And he's in desperate need of fans and friends. There are not a lot of people that like his content and cussing at him and not showing the respect. Oh, hi, Rosie Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Now, if we can just get voice legend, Etron Wolf, and Sonic Payne Wolf, or whatever his name is, Christian Studios, then this would be a really good stream. Did you read my comment? What comment? You left earlier, and there was a dislike. Never mind. Leave that all in the past. Don't worry, I'll listen to Ren and Stimpy's Spindle Legs after the stream. Oops. Never mind. Alright. So, let's talk about JTM, shall we? To most people who still haven't read it. And I hope my connection is good. I got church tomorrow, so I don't want to stay that long. Okay, so, okay, I'm kind of stuck. Are the people still here? Anyone who's in the comments right now, please post. And my connection's kind of messing up on me. If you see this like in 2 parts, then I'm sorry. It's not me, it's this stream's connection. Alright. It should work now. So again, Yes, Jeremy in the movie is really dark. Dynamite Ducks. Hi, Internet Wolf! Welcome to the stream. We got Internet Wolf. That's great. Okay, so we got Rosie Gamer, we got Freddy, we got Riku, we got Intranem. Now we're missing is Sonic Wolf, Christian Payne, and Voice Legend. It'd be nice if I wish Turkey Tom would be here, so then I could have everybody. So, where was I? Oh yeah, Jeremy in the movie. Yeah, I did say that Jeremy in the movie is pretty dark because it's true. Some elements that are shown in Watership Down can be present in Jeremy in the movie. Since you like birds, would you ever check out Dynamite Ducks? Yeah, I'd love to, but not right now because I'm talking about Jeremy. Sorry, I'm gonna rename the stream to live promoting Jeremy in the movie part 3 as soon as this is finished. So yeah, elements in Watership Down like animals fighting each other, the scratching and blood and stuff will be present in Jeremy in the movie, at least when you read it. It's more of like survival and life and death. It's like clearly what Jeremy in the movie is. The true meaning of life and death, the parallels that Jeremy and his friends go through. And Jeremy wages his own war against Jericho and his band of anthropomorphic animals, which are apparently the bad guys, or bad girls. Because the chats aren't right since I can't see my recent comments. This is a new chat. And besides, I don't like how there weren't that many people. But it's a fun game where you play as a blue duck fighting weird creatures. I'll check it out. But I'm afraid you're not understanding what I just said. I said I'll check it out when I have the chance, but this is about Jeremy. We want to talk about Jeremy. It's not the same as when you're talking about something irrelevant. That's why you don't see minions on the monitor. You're seeing Jeremy. The only difference is I kind of showed minions in the beginning. A minion mouth, but nothing too ordinary from here. Okay, sorry, Menchie. No, don't feel sad. I didn't mean to yell. I'm just upset because nobody joined my stream earlier. I'm streaming, talking about it, and I have to go back to talk about it again. And, well, at least you're hearing about it. Hi, Face Tiger King. Welcome to the stream. Whoa, we got a full house here. Fuller house, huh? Alright. I'm sorry I was never notified on part 1 or 2. No, it was part 3 I was doing. People probably didn't come because I was singing that song Stuart sang from Minions, and I had this... Yo, I said hi already. I'll save Minions' hair for another time, just not for Jeremy the movie. At least promoting it. I already said hi. Pun, lol. Or 3. This is 3. I'm gonna rename it as soon as the stream is over. Okay, so... what do you expect right off the bat? You're gonna see references in Jeremy the movie, referencing other animated movies. If regular show the movie did that, then so can Jeremy in the movie. Well, regular show referenced Everybody Loves Raymond, Back to the Future, Star Wars. Jeremy in the movie references The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, Fox and the Hound, Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, and Watership Down. Sure, there might be other movies to compare them to, especially an episode from Pokemon. That's in there. I'm a banana. Can I be a moderator? XD. Look, I appreciate you guys here, but this is kind of about Jeremy. Anyone who talk about Jeremy who know him from regular show, please add in the comments down below. You're just kind of saying things that are irrelevant to the subject. Hell, I don't even have minions showing on here. They're just everything that has Jeremy. And saying that in the comments kind of makes it feel that you're just, I don't want to say here because you want to chat, but I'm trying to get back to Jeremy stuff, and I don't think people are really interested in seeing Jeremy. That's what I'm worried about. Can I fight Jeremy? He's making me jealous. What do you mean? Internet Wolf, you need to read Jeremy the movie. May I remind you that you said you're like on part 2 or 3 of JTM. If you really read Jeremy the movie, how about you talk about it? Come on now, I can't be the only person talking about Jeremy the movie. There are other people on YouTube that probably read it, or at least read a tiny little bit of it. I just don't want to leave Jeremy out. There are no minions to combat him, and there shouldn't be. This is just about him and the fan fiction I wrote about him. While I'm on the subject, how will we get a little more familiar with Jeremy? Now, Jeremy in JTM is not what he looks like in Replaced. I'm sorry. People who think that Jeremy the movie is going to answer all questions about Jeremy, you probably won't get that much. I mean, one person's probably going to ask, does Jeremy do the headlock in the movie? No. No, he doesn't. Look, just because Jeremy does it in Replaced doesn't mean he does it in JTM. Somebody else does it. I'm not going to say who. And no, people, it's not Chad. I'm not going to say who, but it sure as hell wasn't Jeremy. And another thing, he doesn't get the phone either. These kind of follow events after Jeremy the movie. Film rejected by Warner Brothers. I forgot what I read. I'm so sorry. Oh. You know what, Internet Wolf? It's okay. You can just probably go back and read it. Okay, not everybody has to talk about Jeremy in the movie, but at least talk about his episode, okay? It's ridiculous that people are joining the stream despite it showing Jeremy. They obviously know something about him. Rejected. Yeah, I don't think Warner Brothers would want to make Jeremy the movie. It's about a minor background character. Good thing I caught it on here. For some odd reason, your connection's acting weird. Or maybe it's mine. Aw, no. Is it doing it again? Darn it. I thought I fixed you. You were working fine earlier. Okay. So, going back, I just remember where I was in the story, not the details of what happened. Well, you did say you're like on... What part are you on again? Or chapter? Because remember, there are 4 parts to Jeremy in the movie and 29 chapters. Pink Panther's still in the works in 2018 and no information. Get a life MGM. Hi? Finally! Sonic Wolf! Oh my goodness, we got him! Finally! Now all we're missing is Voice Legend. If Voice Legend comes, this will be Hands down, the best. Sorry to irritate you about your connection, sweetheart. I just wanted to show you my appreciation by showing up. No, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. These streams kind of act up under some kind of weird connection. I don't know why it always does this when I'm showing images of Jeremy. It doesn't do it when I'm showing the other images. It happens in Pokemon Go, it happens in Minion Rush, and it happens when showing the photos. Not to mention, Jeremy the movie is PG if it's a movie. So yeah, going back with Jeremy, he may look all hip and cool and regular show, at least this episode. Well, hey Sonic Wolf, nice to meet you, I'm Rick. You nice to meet the new face, glad you showed up. Riku is daddy. What was I saying again? Aw, man, Alright. So, in replace, Jeremy's this stuck-up hipster, all snobby and everything. But in JTM, he's the complete opposite. He's an oblivious, young ostrich. I'm sorry. You're not really going to expect the Jeremy you've seen replaced in Jeremy the movie. At least, like, parts of it. Sure, he fights. Sure, he does become a hipster. But nothing that ties into replace really does suit Jeremy in the movie on circumstances. What I mean is, not everything you see of Jeremy is shown in Jeremy in the movie. Opposite? Wow. Yeah. Jeremy, huh? You might as well get your pencils ready and start doing fan art of baby Jeremy. Say if he's so adorable, because he is. And also, people who haven't read JTM, Jeremy is not the only child. He has a brother, Jericho. And yes, he has a family too. All ostriches. One caretaker, a duck, Dana. And there's like mentions of life and death in there. Like it does talk about the YOLO, you only live once, and the meaning of life and death. Like it's got those themes in there. I mean, I think regular show would have tackled this. I mean, they sort of do, but in the sense of Jeremy in the movie, it's like death right in front of him. Oh, okay. Let's see the comments. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see my recent update video posted today, but I have to go to a candlelight for my biological father who passed away on April 15th last year. Oh, the Beagle is tomorrow at my sister's job. He worked at Malden Fiber for so long, and my sister now works there, and she said that everyone is organizing it. You were talking about Jeremy's character design in regular show. Your work, sure, if Warner Brothers would do it because he's a minor character, make the movie that is. Also, Mordecai has a family in one episode of regular show. MGM plasters a crap ton of logos. Freddy! I think you're like in part 2 or part 3. Yeah, I think you're in part 3 right now. Yeah, you're in part 3. So, going back to Jeremy's character in Jeremy the movie, it's true. Everything I said. I mean, he's just a... Yeah, I do believe you told me about Jericho in one of my streams. It said Chapter 2. Chapter 2? Jeremy didn't have a breakdown? He was born! Chapter 2 is when Jeremy was born. Spoilers! I spoiled the chapter! Oh my gosh. I find it funny how all of Jeremy's family are ostriches and the caretaker is a duck. Quack. Yes! Yes! Regular show! See? Regular show. It's anything but. And in this universe, anything is but. Alright. Yeah, Jeremy does have his moments in Jeremy the movie, and he's kind of more like a leader, and also a caretaker to an orphan. Something like that. Oh, Freddy, really? I don't think you should kid like that, or even say that stuff on a stream, and especially when it has Jeremy on it. Okay. Yikes, that has to be traumatizing. I remember seeing one dying in front of me once, and it was a horrible, sad face. It is sad. Oh, and another thing, okay, this isn't about Jeremy. It's still about Jeremy the movie. You're gonna notice story in chapters. Like, it's gonna say story this, story that. Because some characters are telling stories to other characters. Something like that. It's more... Remember, it's like Watership Down. At least in the chapter book of Watership Down, there's this rabbit called Dandelion. He tells stories to the other rabbits. And Shelby is one of the dragons, the character that tells stories. That dragon, plus, also, she's a vegetarian. Looking at this, it shows like it's like on rated PG. There's Dana. And there's Ione. Plus Jeremy and Chad running side by side as friends. Shelby, and then there's Jericho with his pocket knife, and Grayson. Kmart sucks. No, it doesn't! R.I.P. Toys R Us, you will be missed. Wait, it's gone now? Aww. Okay. Anyways, going back to that, you know what? I do have a supporting, not really, a non-canon regular show film. It's about Jeremy. Okay, so Shelby like appears like in the part 1 of JTM. She's one of Jeremy's classmates in preschool. They get along just fine. She breathes bubbles, sprays water, and she has this likeness to carrots and other vegetables and other foods. She doesn't eat meat. She's a vegetarian. Same goes for Ione. She's an orphan. If you ever wonder why she's an orphan, you can read JTM. But I warn you, once you read Ione's story, you're going to feel so bad for her. There's going to be people sympathizing with her. And she is by far one of my favorites. People say she's one of their favorite characters that I created. Dana is the caretaker of both Jeremy and Jericho when they were kids, and she still looks after Jeremy when he's all grown up. Even looking at him right there. Remember, this is my style of how I draw Jeremy. This is what he looks like. He's more like a playful type, smiling. He's always happy. And there's Chad, like, running right beside him. The best of friends. And there's Jericho, his older brother. Oh. Yeah. I can see there's like an error right there. I forgot to add a leg or paint the grass. And there's Grayson. You're gonna see Grayson frequently pop up in the chapters. She's also an orphan, and there are times you're either gonna love or hate Grayson. There she is again. She's always a snobby, mean opossum. Yes, Grayson is a girl. I wish it was canon. Me too. I'm the edgiest person in the chats. I also lost my uncle to one out-of-control truck when I was just 7 years old. Ever since then, things have had a rocky road for me. Sad face, not to mention dealing with my disabilities. Oh, you have disabilities? I could tell by reading your username, Madhouse. Gratz Pistol. Come on! You don't have to be edgy, Freddy. Yeah, by the way, I did see that Toys R Us video. Holy crap, I can't believe it's gone now. Is that Shadow the Hedgehog a reference? What do you mean Shadow the Hedgehog? What are you talking about? What do you mean by reference? Grayson is a girl. Grayson may have a boy name, but she's a girl. She's like a tomboy. She doesn't have eyelashes because I want to see if people can see what her gender is. She's a female character without eyelashes. That's the only thing. Freddy. Can someone please tell Freddy to stop? Somebody do something about that kid. He's ruining the Jeremy stream. You don't need to be at that house if what she said was a Shadow reference. Oh, okay. Freddy, leave or stop. Thank you, Rosie Gamer. Thank you. Now, going back, you're probably gonna ask me, when do Chad and Jeremy become friends? Okay, when do they become friends? Chad and Jeremy meet when they're toddlers. That's the thing. They meet when they're toddlers. And this references The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. It's like how Kiara and Kovu meet, but with Chad and Jeremy, it's kind of almost... No, there's no scene where they're, like, near a lake and they get chased and ambushed by crocodiles. No, not that kind of reference. Nothing like that. I wish I could have put it in there, but it would have been too severe. Okay. So, Chad's just kind of mean to Jeremy in the beginning, and then he kind of understands Jeremy's situation, and they become friends just like that. So yeah, whenever you see best friends, you'll notice right away that, that it's kind of similar. Like, even though Chad and Jeremy are the best of friends, they didn't get along at first. It's kind of more... It's more like... It's kind of like Ash and Pikachu in the first episode of Pokemon I Choose You, where Pikachu doesn't get along with Ash, and in the same episode, they kind of understand each other, and then they become the best of friends. That's kind of like a reference to Pokemon right there. Okay, so it references the first episode of Pokemon. There's another episode that that's referenced in Jeremy the movie. I'm not going to say what it is, but once you get to part 3, it's somewhere in the Pokemon Black and White era. The series. Girl, if you want to connect to me on my Discord, my Discord is 54901. Okay, yeah, I thought I told you I'm partially blind. Oh... I'm not an edgy person, however, whenever I come to Menchie streams, I feel edgy and start all Ren and Stimpy. Oh, Ren and Stimpy! I thought I recognized that from somewhere. I wasn't even supposed to live past the age of 2 years old. In fact, there were 6 doctors on my medical team, and 5 of them wanted to abort, and he basically said face. Menchie, I meant. Okay. If you want to read more about the original characters, then please read Mordecai was like embarrassed because of his mom, Hillary, or whatever her real name is. I think it's Hillary. Embarrassing him whenever he had a girl over. But in the terms of Jeremy, he had a really strong bond with his mom. Yeah, you know, it's always like father like son. Well, this one is like mother like son. He was more close to his mom than his father. Maybe because Jessica had more concern with Jeremy, and John, his actual father, not the John in regular show, it's a different kind of John, was kind of strict with Jeremy, being all serious and everything, and he had a beard. Jericho and John had beards, but Jeremy was born without one, giving him his mom's traits. I hate food. It makes us fat when we eat it, and we can't live without it. I think he's trying to say that one of the characters, your drill, looks like Shadow the Hedgehog for some reason. Oh, which character? Sub Mordecai just threw at you. Oh my gosh, I laughed. Same thing with the Sly Cooper series. The trio Sly, Bentley, and Murray me in the Happy Camper Orphanage. Okay. So yeah. I don't want to say any more about Jeremy. I think you should read Jeremy the movie and find out more about him. Even though not all of it is explained. Because Jeremy is a curious, oblivious kind of character. And even in regular show, he doesn't look like an adult. He looks like a teenager and younger. He's even smaller than Mordecai. He's a runt. He's a runt. Do you see how small he looks? And Roger Craig Smith really is the right guy for Jeremy's role. He gives life into Jeremy and Chad, but mostly Jeremy. I mean, I made the movie about Jeremy. I wanted to put Chad in there. Yeah, remember before when I didn't like Chad? Yeah, Mordecai and Rigby had their moments, but Chad and Jeremy get in a very severe and painful fight. Even more painful than Mordecai and Rigby. It's not just punches, like punchies, it's actual kicking and punching. Yeah, best of friends. Bye, Freddy. Okay, what did Riku say? Yeah, she gets shot, so you start wearing rubber gloves until they both get along. LOL. So, yeah. And also, people are gonna ask, is there any, like, humorous scenes? Well, it is still a regular show movie. There's gonna be, like, a little bit of humor in there. Regular show movie had some humorous moments, not a lot, but some, because the movie was dark. But Jeremy the movie is a lot darker. And Mr. Ross dies. Like, there's a lot of death. But it wasn't graphic. In regular show the movie, it's not graphic. Jeremy in the movie, it's graphic. Animal traits. That being the bear and the possum. Not the ostrich, but some anthropomorphic animals. They even act like animals themselves. Looking at this makes me wonder. If I give this to J.G. Quinzel, what's he gonna do with it? Now, the one thing that scares me is, one thing I hope is that they don't change what's in JTM, because they're now working on Close Enough, an adult show. And Jeremy the movie, surprisingly, is for not little kids, but kids. It's a PG movie. If Watership Down passed with the rated U, meaning all ages in Britain, then Jeremy the movie passes for a PG. Originally, Regular Show the movie was going to be rated PG-13. Well, Jeremy the movie kind of almost deserves that rating because it's more graphic. Not really graphic, but if you've seen the early drafts for Jeremy the movie, then you're probably gonna think twice. Oh, and maybe some Jeremy haters, yeah, considering that it's the main character, he gets into like a lot of pains, not just punches, but very gruesome and very painful. Just have to read it. A John that was never mentioned in the actual show. I will admit I did not see that coming, but the finale Regular Show was awesome. No, there's a John in Regular Show. He's Margaret's cousin, the Tanager. He was the cousin. Fly's father passes away due to a gang known as the Finnish Five overpowering him and ransacking the house until they found the CVS raccoon, us. Honestly, I believe you should give the Sly Cooper series a try. You won't be disappointed. I could try. This is for people who haven't read Jeremy the movie. There's also comics to the series as well. Maybe you can go over those. I might. But I really need to get back to Jeremy's stuff because he's been put on hiatus because of the Minions. And since the Minions are not here or shown, it's best. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is, well, girl, I think I'm going to hit the sack. Good night, sweetheart. Okay, good night. Bye. Thanks for coming. Alright. So, that's what I wanted to say. My mommy thinks it's probably best if I could, give Jeremy the movie to J.G. Quintel and his writers, but one thing she worries about is they won't give me credit for coming up with the idea. The movie itself, the characters, the plot, all of that. She's worried that I won't be given credit. I don't mind being given credit or not credit at all. I just want it to be made. Sure, they can give me, like, credit for it or money. I just want them to pay me with just drawings of Jeremy. And maybe a couple dollars here and there, but I just want it to be made. Pierre Coffin wasn't credited for the first Despicable Me movies. He was credited for Minions and Despicable Me 3. I bring him up because you don't see his name in the opening credits. You see it in Minions and Despicable Me 3, but you don't see it in the other two. So I should probably be given credit for coming up with the ideas like that, because the episode didn't do good. And he also hates Replaced, saying he doesn't like the plot and the new characters were not interesting. Leading me to think that J.J. Quintel, who created Chad and Jeremy, thinks that they're not interesting. Why would he say that? That makes me question. I want to go see Roger Craig Smith when I go to a Comic-Con because he's the one that voiced Jeremy. And at the same time, he favorites the tweets I send to him that have Jeremy in it. He put a like on there. Even the one with the horrendous cameo. You can imagine Jeremy and Chad talking when they're adults in Jeremy the movie when it comes to the parts when they're adults. You can do that. But honestly, I don't know who's going to do the little kid voice for Jeremy. Because I don't know if Roger Craig Smith can do Jeremy's voice when he's a kid and Chad or baby. But I just feel that we need a kid actor to do the kid version of Jeremy. I mean, he kind of looks like a kid. Look at him. Wait a minute. That hair looks so... Oh. The irony, he has animation errors. I can't believe I didn't notice that. Look at how his hair looks spiky right there. And there was not spiky. I guess the storyboard artist just didn't want to work with Jeremy. See how much they don't even care about these two? Which is why I had to go do this. I mean, Chad and Jeremy were left alone to rot in the trash can, but I saved them. And I gave them their own kind of movie. Sure, it says Jeremy the movie, but Chad is still in there. It can't be called the Chad and Jeremy movie. Originally, it was going to be called that. But I'm like, no, I'm just going to put Jeremy there. He is the main character. Chad's also the main character, but it's Jeremy. It's supposed to be Jeremy. It's always Jeremy. So, yeah. Him going to the Institute of Technical Technology, him getting the phone and doing jobs and stuff is not explained in JTM, but some things are. It's better off to have it, like, off-screen. That's what, I like. It would be better to be shown off-screen instead. Because if it wasn't like in Jeremy the movie, it would have made the movie a lot longer. It's fine. I give it a pretty good ending, and it does have those cliches that John Enter doesn't like the sidekicks and the comic relief and the fake out death happens to you know who. I think you all know who that happens to. I'm not gonna say who, but I'm pretty sure you know what happens. Sorry, I kind of messed up right there. So yeah, if you want to read Jeremy the movie, you can. It's still on DeviantArt. I mean, if you just look it up, then you'll see it. And did people leave the stream? Is Rosie Gamer still here and Etronet Wolf? Sonic? Oh. I guess they all went to bed. Well, I'm still gonna stream. Not long, but I'll kind of keep it just a little bit. I'm here. Okay, Rosie Gamer, still here. Rosie Gamer, do you want to continue reading Jeremy the movie? I think you read a little bit of it. There's still some people here that are still need to. I just need people to like support it. The only time is I get feedback on it. It's just in the comments on DeviantArt. That's the only feedback I get back. It's got a lot of views, but not many comments, which makes it kind of a little painful because I started in 2015 in September, and then finished on Christmas Day in 2016. So yeah, that was like a Christmas present to me that I finished it. I even made a video saying that I finally finished Jeremy and the movie, and it's open for readers. So yeah, people read it, but not many reviewed it. And fanfiction.net is not helping either. That doesn't even, barely has reviews. It's only got like one review. I mean, Jeremy the movie is not like most Chad and Jeremy fanfiction. No X pairings, no cussing, no none of that. That's not in there. It's just about Jeremy and his life and friends he has, overcoming many different obstacles, including his own brother Jericho, where Jeremy wages his own war against him and his army of animals. That's all it is. It's violent, but at least it's like on terms of Watership Down and regular show. I'll try to read. Okay, so you're gonna go read it. That's nice. I'm gonna go now, guys. It's starting to get late. I'm pretty sure you guys need to go to bed too. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you read Jeremy the movie, and I'll probably talk more about it tomorrow for anyone who hasn't read it.